So happening in the multifamily sector, we were just talking about we've been very active the last couple of weeks in that. There's good news for renters in East Austin specifically. So Austin's been a very hot market. The apartment building is back on the rise after a bit of a slowdown. The two new developments that are underway, there's a big one that's a 360 unit called 7th in Pleasant Valley, and a smaller one with 44 units, 1307 and 1309 East 4th Street. So both are going to require tearing down some old buildings to make way for these new apartments. But this is really interesting because even though their rent prices have been going down in Austin lately, there's still a high demand for apartments overall. It looks like these developments are betting that there's going to be plenty of renters looking for a place in East Austin. And maybe it's homeowners that are selling, they're going to want to downgrade and capitalize on some equity that they have in their house. So, Mark, what do you think about this?
So I've been to Austin. I was in Austin. I did a workshop in 2022, and it is a beautiful city. They got hit really hard up with inventory on the single family side. One of our investors lives in Austin, and she's an investor there, and she's a player. And boy, did they get hit. They overbuilt there. There's a lot of the new single family stuff that is dropping. I think they're stabilized now. But my thought process on this particular article is that it's a good bet, man. I believe 6 to 11 million new immigrants in our country, whether illegal or not. There's still people we have to figure out. I mean, they're already here. What are we gonna do? We gotta figure it out. So there's going to be a demand for that. A lot of those people are going to go to these big cities, Austin. Here's one thing, though, I noticed in Austin, I'll share this with you, is I noticed that if they're not careful, it's a great city, Texas is a great state for investing. In Austin, though, what I noticed, and this could have changed when I was there in 22, walking around, because I was in downtown Austin, was I started to see some issues with homelessness, right? Like in some of these big cities. And homelessness, you as a developer know that if you're developing a beautiful building or you're redeveloping a beautiful building and you have a lot of homelessness around your property, that can create some challenges.
I think it goes into what we were talking about before. I think the need for more rentals is going to continue to climb, right? As a developer, right, us being able to have multiple units, we're always going to have that ability to be able to withstand a little bit longer than, say, a homeowner. And I think the more times that we see these homeowners that maybe are sitting in $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 worth of equity that are in their home, I think it makes a really compelling story for you to sell your property and move as a rental. And also, Austin, you're right. I mean, it's one of the top job markets in the entire United States. You have California pushing down. You have Mexico pushing a lot of people who are going into Texas right now. And you also have a bunch of other states that are pouring into the city, whether it be for business or whether it just be for lifestyle. I know I just had a buddy of mine move from Colorado into Texas, right? For the exact same reasons. So I think also one of the things on here as well is that Austin probably has a little bit lower cost of living where you can get into, where it's just, I think we're going to continue to see a pouring of people into these major metropolitan cities. I was just in Dallas. I saw the homeless thing as well. I've been to Austin. Yeah, it's all over these places. But I think one of the things that you get...
It's not, brother. I'm going to disagree with you on that one because, bro, not for nothing, not because I live in Tampa, but, dude, DeSantis and the mayor of Tampa, they're doing an amazing job, bro. Like, they really are, bro. The city is clean. It's beautiful. I was down there last weekend with my wife in downtown Tampa, and it's not that there's no homelessness. I saw maybe one or two. But man, one or two compared to what I've seen in the other big cities, this guy in Florida is doing an amazing job with that. Doing an amazing job. You got to give him respect.
No, he really is. No, I didn't say anything, and nothing about Florida. I'm saying of Texas, we're going to continue to see these cities start to. The more people that they get, I think that there's a percentage of that. I think in Tampa, it's gotten a little bit better. I'm from DC; it's pretty bad up there too. But I think the thing that we're going to continue to see is I think that these apartment buildings are going to continue to thrive. Versus maybe that instead of seeing these like, a massive buying of these single family residences, because I think that you get this quality control with these apartment buildings. So not only are you just paying for housing, but you get the amenities, you get the protection, maybe you get some security guards where you get your mail protected and stuff like that. So I think we're going to continue to see as rates go down, more of these apartment buildings go up. And I think cities like Austin, we're going to see maybe the early stages over the next couple of years, what the best investment strategies are going to be across the market. I don't have my crystal ball right now. It's a little low on battery, but just kind of looking into Austin. Austin's been leading the curve for like, the last couple of years. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Maybe we could take something from there over here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.